In the morning, as you head out, make sure that you are aware that we are likely going to be waking up to a blanket of snow on the ground. So we won't be building any snowmen likely out of this, but it will make for some issues on the roads likely in the morning. Then Sunday and Monday, that's what we are talking about with this winter storm, which I'll talk about timing coming up, but there will be impacts around central Kentucky because of this storm. Behind that storm, though, temperatures really drop and get very cold next week, so keep that winter coat handy. We are watching on clouds and radar, those clouds slowly filtering in as that low pressure nears us through the night tonight. So we'll continue to see that cloud coverage, keeping those temperatures not too much different than what they are now. And then in the morning, we're going to have a very thin line that doesn't look impressive, but it will likely be enough to cover the ground and make those roads a little slick as you head out in the morning. Then that quickly clears on out. By midday, we're looking at more clear skies moving in as a high pressure builds in behind it. So the system that we've been talking about, this winter storm, why it's so challenging to forecast right now is because currently it's sitting out over the Pacific. So once it finally starts making landfall, which is expected tomorrow afternoon, that's when the National Weather Service can send up the balloons that we use to get data from this, and then the models can start giving us some more honed in information to know where this low pressure is going to go. So that will all change tomorrow afternoon, and we'll be able to give much better information once this finally makes landfall. But as it is now, this is our American model showing that Sunday morning we likely could see here in Kentucky some snow early on. Then that quickly changes over to more ice conditions, and then behind that possibly some rain Sunday night, and then making that switch over, and as that exits the system, exits the area, possibly some more snow behind that system. So a mix of snow and ice is likely for many of us here in central Kentucky, but it's all dependent on where that low goes, because that determines where the warm air goes and where the cold air is. Cold air is more dense, it sinks, warm air rises, and so that can really impact what kind of precipitation you get. So those to the north, so in Ohio, possibly northern Kentucky, we're expecting cold air mass, which means mostly snow. But those of us here in central Kentucky, we are likely going to see more warm air on top, and then that less cold air on the bottom, which means possibly freezing rain, even maybe some sleet. And then to the south, we're maybe thinking some rain for our friends in southern Kentucky and in northern Tennessee. So as it is right now, this is what we're expecting. A mix of ice and snow for Lexington and surrounding areas, snow to the north, and possibly some rain, snow, and ice to the south. With this, the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm watch from Sunday morning until Monday afternoon. Likely more counties will be added to this as that system approaches. But like I said, temperatures really taking a dive behind this, with afternoon highs where we would expect our overnight lows, and overnight lows dipping into the teens with wind chills in the single digits next week. Tonight, temperatures right around freezing. Those snow showers expected early in the morning, right before sunrise. And then after that moves out quickly, we'll see some clearing skies tomorrow afternoon and on Saturday. Saturday will likely be our quietest day for the next few days, but it's also very chilly, peaking only in the upper 20s. Sunday and Monday, eyes on that winter storm headed our way, and then behind that winter storm, temperatures take a dip into the mid-20s on Tuesday, only in the teens on Wednesday and Thursday, and then take a look at those overnight lows in the single digits.